Josh, I'm sorry about that. Listen, he was
Captain Deshant
he
here.
was
We
very
secured the
soldier.
underground route to the coordinates.
He was my friend. Josh is savage. He's a savage. See, he just wants this. One position. No. Okay, it's tough. It's tough. Good forward. That's right. Look, man. Look, man. This is the game. See, they're the games. These are the games that you can find things, interesting things. I ain't found nothing interesting in Resident Evil yet. Someone's telling me, look, I want to play this game for a long amount of time and still be hitting skins on it. I won't see it. This game, I don't even have to play with anyone. I will play by myself. And there's great this game brings great satisfaction into man. Great satisfaction. Turn this game on. Well, this thing is not top tier because
Captain Deshant here. We secured the underground route to the coordinates.
pardon me. Now we can play and do some bullshit. Shit, is that the oil? Nah. Ain't got a hole underneath. But
Chris, Sheva, can you read me?
Chris here, coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
There's a black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be. The Alpha team has already infiltrated the area, and you will be going in as backup. Rendezvous with your contact at the butcher's shop. You can gear up and get briefed on the mission there. Watch your backs. Roger that.
Copy. Over and out.
pardon me.
You too. This way. But maybe because of the new government, the people around here are a little on edge. You should do what you came here to do and go home.
Yeah, they really roll out the red carpet for us Americans.
I have your weapons for you here. Check them. Grab your weapons. The operation's already started.
Remember, we're a team. Whatever happens, stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
Came from that building. Move!
What the hell just happened?
They didn't move like any zombies I've ever seen. Much appreciated. Getting out of here! Let's move! We'll reposition at the house! Come in, Kirk. The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have any contingency plans for this situation, do we, Kirk?
Roger
Thanks.
on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean? Was HQ expecting this?
Much appreciated. Thanks for the help. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
He wasn't asking you, he was asking me.
You can have it.
Bruv, like, I changed game in it because you never came on, so. Yeah, but I'm not changing game now, bruv. I had Street Fighter on for 4 hours, bruv. I was sitting there like 2 hours waiting for you, and the game was just on silent, like. Seriously, there's other things I could have been doing, you know. I ain't even joking. Oh, that's understandable. You should. I know you typed that, but from the beginning, yeah, you should have just said you was going out. I wouldn't have like left this game on running. I got games I got to level up and all kinds of shit I could have been doing. Now I just can't be bothered now because I'm not really in the mood. So I'm just gonna do this for a bit because I need to unfrustrate myself because I played in a lobby and it was kind of shit. And then the guy earlier this morning fucking wasted my time as well. Resident Evil 6. Asked to play, then just fuck off after 10 minutes. And the game's like an hour a stage, you know what I mean? It's not like a joke thing. And I spend an hour. And then he sends a message, oh, I don't want to play. Yeah, he sent a message saying he didn't want to play. It makes no sense, man. It's just a waste of time.
The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
Roger that. Just sit tight. I'm on my way.
Hear that, Sheva? Help's on the way.
Got it. Just hope
Is
he
it?
gets here.
Oh, I don't remember, man. It's probably a long time ago. Good for a few years. Sometimes I have them all on PC. Apart from three. I got Marie. Can't remember. But I was saying before I streamed, like, sometimes I can play this game. Brass Lass. Now, sometimes I can play this game and all my frustrations will go away. I've got nothing to worry about when I play this game.
Much appreciated.
What? Oh, Marie, as a Brass Lass. She ain't completely brass. I don't know, man. I don't know her. I only knew her. What's the definition of fucked up shit then? Since I had a conversation with Anthony about girls in general, explain to me the definition of what fucked up shit. Got all day. I've heard many fuck up shit, so I'm sure fuck up shit ain't that.
Thanks.
She left me high and dry. How? High and dry as in what? She was with someone else, or you had to move out, or she had to move on. See, there's all kinds of high and dry, you know. Gotta think carefully what you're saying. She just said, I have to leave you. Because she got with someone else then. Someone could do... So was it someone did 360s better than you. Move on, but I don't want to... Move on, but then say I don't want to be with anyone. But did she actually end up with anybody? If she didn't, then there must be some reason with her though, wouldn't it? Doesn't mean it was you. Listen, I know I can't... Listen, let me explain something. There's a couple... Listen, there's a couple of girls I know who go on like that, yeah, and they don't do that to be nasty. Sometimes you can have a break with girls, innit? And they want to work out whether this person is compatible for them. You could be with someone for a year. It doesn't mean to say that everything is 100%. I know people with each other for like 15, 20 years. It still don't mean they're compatible, but... Yeah, but did you do things, yeah, that gave her a sign that she wanted to have a break to see if she was compatible to be around you? Like, not saying that she don't want to be with you. I'm trying to think of an example. There's people that you hang around with. It's like you could move in and you could both incur bird habits, innit? Right, but did you move in with her? I moved from south east to north. No, I wanted to move in, and she didn't want it, but she stayed with her mum. Maybe because she didn't have the money. Oh well, she was at university, so she wasn't. Because she didn't have the money, probably. Did you ever ask her? She has the money. Or I don't know. Then it has to be something else, man. She's full. She's full time, man. Then there has to be something. There has to be something more to it. Like some people might just want to save their own money, innit? It's hard to say, man. She needed time. She needed time alone. I don't know. I told her not to lie to me, but I do believe she needed a break. So then you shouldn't have said that, bro. If you said that to her, that gave her a reason to just fuck it off, innit? Not the break about saying that you didn't want to believe her. This is why I say to certain friends, like when I had my partner back in the day, I used to sit down like every odd day, man, and ask her, make sure everything's alright, you know? Because unless you know the situations of certain things... Hey, Chris is going a bit ham with that gun, you know, still. You know, some things can end up being a bit dangerous if you don't know the answers. I know certain girls that have come up to me and said like they're unhappy with who they are, but the only reason they stay with them is because they don't know anything else. Like that's a madness. They don't want to take the risk of leaving that person because in one person's mind, I'm not going to say who, and yeah, what did she say? She goes, I can't leave this person because I'm staying with them for the kids' sake. That I can understand. But another person basically just said like she was completely unhappy. This person is still unhappy. She's been unhappy with this person for like 12 years. She don't want to find, well, I don't want to say who it is, because if most people know who it is that I know, you know, close friends, they know who it is. They don't go into it because it's none of our business, but it's very concerning. It's very concerning for us because everyone is friends, isn't it? And we know, and the majority of us know, but he doesn't know we know. So it's not nice at the same time. Because I kind of feel that he has the right to defend himself, innit? He hasn't technically done nothing wrong to her. He hasn't beat her or hurt her or anything like that, like most people have. But she's basically come out and said, like, you know, she's just unhappy because he doesn't really do as much as she expected him to do. And I thought that's pretty, at one part I thought it was pretty dark. Seriously. That's mad. What, hurt her like? Bad, both as bad as each other then, if that's the case. Bruv, you can't hit women, man. No matter what they do. Nah, man, you hit her. Nah, I'm joking. Hang on, Marie's on Facebook. Let me ask her. No joke. Hey, listen. Did you uppercut him, or was it a sidestep? Or was it a sidestep into the stamp arm of doom? Nah, man. Don't be stupid.
Roger that.
I'm going on ahead. We'll meet up there. Good luck.
Nah, that's a madness. No, way back, way back, where I had issues with a girl. Trust me. That's an absolute lunatic. Hold on, I'll be back. I need to go kitchen. Jesus. Oh, I'm back. Pardon me.
You can have it.
Pardon me again. Fuck, man.
You can have it.
Okay.
How in God's name could that still climb with no head? Like,
You take that.
Okay.
there's no head, there's no brain, there's no eyes, there's no nothing. Like, the thing is still climbing.
Reload.
Knife crimes.
You take that.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
Come on.
Roger.
You take that.
Okay.
Yeah, he say. He's still there. He's probably gone. He's probably gone. Bad news. Bad news. Bad news. Bad news. A demographic of head clamped off. Yeah. No.
Much appreciated.
Masterson to HQ. We've lost contact with Alpha Team. They're under attack by an unidentified hostile. Reinforcements head towards the deal coordinates immediately.
Roger that.
Move out.
Gone. He's probably gone for another 2 hours. See, I was enjoying it when it was Resident 6 earlier, and then all that got ruined. Got ruined for nothing. No, he didn't. That's the worst. Didn't add, didn't follow, nothing. Just let me just come in and I'll play with you. Play with me, what? The hell, what's that? A hell sweep into electric. Tekken.
You can have it.
Roger.
Ah, yeah. Change the panels, man, because no one.
Who did this? Something attacked us. Irving. You got away.
Another house meeting. God damn.
What is this? Data regarding the deal. I downloaded it.
Pardon me.
Oh, you gotta get into HQ.
Hey. Hey, hang in there.
Oh.
They saw someone, but they ran away.
I don't know what the hell happened, but we gotta press forward.
You can have it.
Okay.
You take that.
Roger.
I need ammo.
Use this.
Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Hiccups are bad, man.
You take that.
Roger.
We can't take that up there either. Well, we're done for life.
Fall back.
Nah, it's the same, there's no difference. No difference.
Check out Alpha Team. We need to tell HQ ASAP.
You can have
Roger.
it. You take that.
Okay.
Come on. Come
Roger.
on. You take that.
Okay.
Let's go.
Got it.
What was that thing?
A BOW that scumbag Irving left behind to set us up. Considering what it did to Alpha Team, I think we're lucky to still be breathing.
Only you'd have gotten there sooner.
If we had, we'd probably be dead too. Chris to HQ, do you copy?
This is HQ. Excellent work out there. We'll analyze the data immediately.
This whole town's gone to hell. The people here, they're acting like those Ganado detailed in the Kennedy report. And aside from that, there's something new, something we've never encountered before.
Our transportation has been taken out too. Requesting a mission update.
The mission stands. Capturing Irving is your top priority. We believe he may have fled to the mines on the other side of the train station.
Wait, we're the only two left. You want us to go in there alone?
Delta team have been dispatched and are on their way. afford to let him get away. Proceed to the mines beyond the station. Over and out.
This is insane.
You ever get the feeling you're expendable? We have our orders. Head to the station.
Fart again? What? I didn't fart. Oh shit.
We have our orders. Head to the station.
You can have it.
Roger.
You can have it.
Thanks.
I don't know what that's about. Just damn trolls, man.
Roger.
Thanks for the help.
Come on!
Okay.
That's a madness.
Come on!
Okay.
Come on!
Okay.
Pardon me.
You take that!
Roger!
Pardon me. Oh dear. Absolute madness. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go around, innit? Speed caps. Whee! Let's mix up the whole thing. Ooh! Oh boy. Where the fuck did he come from? Doing some crazy shit still. Laser sight.
You take that!
Roger!
You take that. Is it going to be the first time or is it going to be a fucking blow up? Oh my god, man. Uh-oh. Yeah. Come on, Chris. Fuck's sake, man. What's wrong with this guy, man? Let all them come chase us. Nah, it's crazy. Absolute crazy.
Thanks.
Actually, oh shit, you know what? When is this house meeting gonna end?
My God.
Can't do it from there.
Something's coming. Watch out!
I don't like the looks of this.
Is there anything still? Stabbed him. Oh shit. Nah, I missed out. Yes man, what's happening? Says 14 people, 15 people are watching. No, that ain't right. That's far from right. Lucky if it's free. How can 15 people be watching me play this shit? No one likes Resident Evil. Half the people don't like Resident Evil.
You take that.
Roger! Much appreciated.
Glenn just got back and then he had to go again, man. So I was cussing him off. I even said to him, like, you made me sit here 2 hours waiting for you, and then you don't want to do nothing. So, and then just now he said he's got to go to another house meeting. I was like, he used to do stupid things like that back in the day, man. He'd be sitting around. I'll be round here now, and he'd be sitting around 3, 4, 5 hours. God, I don't know what he's doing with himself. And if you're still indecisive about your life, no wonder, man. No wonder why certain things go on the way they do. If I just go dodge through with a lot of them.
You two okay? HQ sent me in to provide air support. It's gonna get hot down there, so watch out.
Roger. Thanks, Kirk.
Wow. I didn't think HQ actually cared.
What, you're not allowed to take it over there? The wife now. That must be serious. You're going to be calling her that. But that's some serious shit. Am I going to have to count the seconds down to see when you're going to disappear again? I'm going to cut out and go left. We are thinking of taking legal action on our landlord. It's serious. She's being proper waste. Why is it? Because of this thing that's going on here that you lot have to pay rent, innit? Because a lot of people are saying that. I had to get out the legal papers about the laws and protect tenants. Well, the tenants I got in my place for the last how many years, man, they haven't said anything to me, innit? They're just paying for it as they're paying for it. Because after all, they're living there. It's not a fuckery. It's not a fuckery to say that, but they've rented the place for 10 years, isn't it? But even I'm sitting there I'm willing to say, like, yeah, I can put my money on hold and put things on hold to make sure that they're safe as well as I'm safe, but I can't just say, you know, you have to pay everything like a madness like certain people are. Can't do that.
Okay. You take that. Okay.
But see, at the same time, yeah, this is where some people will argue, and they'll probably dislike what I'm going to say, because if people were working for the existence of their life like they should be, instead of sitting at home doing nothing, yeah, then they wouldn't be in the predicaments they're in, innit? Because some people just feel it's too comfortable to do nothing all your life. Never save up for a rainy day. Save up for things when something goes down, something like goes down in life. People don't want to think like that. They're just like, oh, but I live by day by day, live by check. So it's their own fault. Those people, I don't feel nothing for them, yeah? I don't feel nothing for them. Because I've heard people sit there. There's people even on Twitch saying shit like, oh, but, you know, they're going to lose their stream money. Like, fuck all that, innit? Fuck that for starters, man. Forget Twitch. Go and get a job like everyone else does, man, before Twitch existed.
Thanks.
Sometimes people are like sitting on their ass doing nothing like that, man. That's a madness. So people are gonna go to work, use their hard-earned money to pay for people to stream, and then the people who are streaming give no fuck when life is hard. They don't even think for a second where everyone else is coming from. Ah, that's mad, mate. That's a madness. People need to like wake up, man. Wake up. Everyone's in the same thing. Everyone's in the same position in this life, in this world, innit? Everyone's having to work out certain things for themselves. I have to go because she's gonna melt serious. Bruv, be careful what you lot. Listen, be careful what you lot say to her, innit? Because she could go on militant and just chuck you lot all out if that's what you want. So be careful what you say, innit? When you're just saying that in good jest. I'm probably a better landlord than her anyway, and I'm more understanding. She seems a bit harmless. She seems a bit hurtful, man. I missed the phone call, I saw. Yeah, but most people think like that, don't it? Like everyone has a shrewd side to them. Not shrewd, but I just think some people today, right now, man, they need to be a bit nicer to each other, man. Work out how to survive for this shit that's going on, instead of leaving people for dead. Judge Judy.
Come on. Roger.
Supposedly she owns half the houses in this area. Yeah, but bruv, in fairness, she's probably worked her ass off from there, innit? If she owns a lot of houses. I own 4. So I worked a long time to get that stuff. So exactly, so you got to see it from her point of view. It's not fuckery, bruv. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know her situation. I don't know nothing about her. But if people sit there and they've got houses in acquisition,
you can have Roger.
Well, bruv, you have to hear it from her point of view, innit?
Thanks for the help.
That may be her, bruv. I don't know. But I'm saying, like, if it's me, I don't know nothing about the garden, so I don't know. So if it's a health hazard, who goes out there then? The shower is boiling. There are things that need fixing. It's a piss take. So how long has it not? So how long has the garden been like that then? Girls complaining, shower is burning. What thermostat? Since the beginning. What's the beginning? Since last October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, April. 8 months. No, then you lot should have done something about that from week 1, innit? Not month 8. Quick questions about housing. Is the waiting list long to wait? Yeah. It could be anything up to 10 to 19 to 20 years, man. It all depends. Then you should be forced to take action. Like I said, I can't really get involved because I don't know the situation of it. Now, there's people you can talk to, Citizens Advice Bureau. You can ask them who's working. Is it working or is it benefits or what? That's another thing.
Thanks.
I need ammo.
Feels like I'm back at work, man. I'm not. I'm the only one in the house who's educated. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying who's working and who isn't. Is anyone not working, like they're on benefits and they're living there? They've been educated on the tenant laws. We all part-time. Because we are full-time, because we're full-time students. And we're working to help pay rent. Catch-22, innit? Bruv, she's not meant to though, that's the whole point, that's the whole problem. I'm not saying it's wrong. Like I said, you gotta see it from her point of view. I'm not saying she's right and I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm not saying you lot are either. If it was me, I probably would handle it. If it was me, I'd handle it differently. Like I said, my tenants, yeah, I've known them for over 10 years, innit? I've known them like 14 years, so I know what I'm dealing with. Well, this is where you lot got to stand in, innit? If you're saying the rent is due, but she needs to fix shit, then you can either say to her you don't want to pay for it because it's not fixed, but then she can tell you lot can leave and take you and not get your deposit back. So it's one or the other, isn't it? Bruv, I'm just telling you what the situation is because I've had to deal with them. How's the rent from the flat that I live in? I'm preparing to sell it soon. The rent is.
Man, am I glad to see you guys.
I had it.
Chris Redfield.
It was. Do you know what it used to be? It used to be when I first got this place. It was like 78 a week.
I trained under Josh.
I've been here
He taught me everything I know.
10 years now. I think it's like it's 168 a week. It's gone up nearly £10 a year.
We'll follow after taking care of business here. Keep your radio handy just in case.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool. And you as well, man. Feel bad for them guys, man, but situation's crazy worldwide. Right, admittedly, some landlords, they don't have a heart at the moment, man. It's bad news. There was one who was chucking out like a nurse, and the nurse is there at hospital working, man, saving other people's lives, and then a house is to be like taken away from her. That's crazy. And funny enough, that landlord's ill now and needs help.
Sheva, do you know where the mines are?
Past the station. Not too far from here. Follow me.
Glenn, where's he from? I think he used to live in Stratford. His parents were Stratford or something. Stratford, Leytonstone. I'm sure the thing is glitched. It's been on 15 the whole time, man. Normally on 3. Oh shit, and then you missed it. You took my head off. They are, but they ain't. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to think, man. But I don't want to get into that kind of argument track with people. They don't understand. Because he basically said like the person has been working for, the person has got multiple houses in it. And for all you know, she could have been working, what? I don't know her. Lucy pays $1,400 per calendar month. What? $1,400 a month? What is it? A flat or something she works in? As. So it's basically about. Hang on, 1,400, 7, $350 a week. What is it? A flat, a house. $350 a week. House has to be the place has supposed to be good, you know. 2-bedroom flat.
I need ammo.
What's wrong with a 2-bedroom flat if you're on your own? Or has she got people in there with her?
Thanks for the help.
Shouldn't have used that. But
You can have it.
Okay. We only have one lantern, so don't stray too far.
could do it in the dark, but I don't see the point. Nothing here. Horses.
You can have it.
Roger.
You can have
Roger.
Oh, I see. No, I can listen. At the same time, I can understand Glenn's and them lot frustration in it. But you see, this is a problem I used to argue with my mum about. Where my sister, it's like saying my sister will go to uni and she would go to uni for like 5 years and do all this shit, spend all this money, spend the family's money, and do all this shit, but then still got a normal part-time job in it. Got nothing to show for nothing. And think like,
Thanks for the help.
you did no justice.
You take
Take that as well, man. And then there was me. I didn't get a chance to use like the family's money or nothing like that. I had to work on my own. I had to do my own shit, you know, and prove my point that
Much appreciated.
I think it wasn't even about proving my point. I was literally on my own. I had only one chance to do successful things in housing. That's all I had. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. So I can't sit there. I can't really sit there and like, I'm not sitting there being wrong, but I can't be defending. If they went out there and got themselves like, instead of sitting around and faffing around and doing nothing, and have a second job. If you got a part-time job, get a second part-time job. You know what I mean? You're sitting there and you're like, yeah, I got a part-time job, and it just makes what I've got. Like, then if you're content of living like that, and then you can't save no money, that's only you to blame. No one else can blame you for that. No one can. I don't understand how people can sit there and blame everyone else. It doesn't make sense. If I want $100 to buy PlayStation games, it's like Lee spending his money. He spends 100 how much pounds on games, man, and then he sits there at the end of the week asking people to lend him money because he's broke. Like, nah, man, I lend you money. You don't even pay it back. Don't even pay the money back when it's required. Like, life is a game, man. Like it's like it's a joke for some people. How did you pay your mum when you lived in Plaistow? Well, I see. Like, when I got my second house, I was renting it, innit? And then I stayed at my mum's. At first, my mum was cool about it, innit? Like, she really put me on blast about anything. She was kind of, at first, she didn't really see my point. I said, like, look, if I paid the money to pay the mortgage off on certain things, I could have the mortgage paid off within 5 years. If I just pay everything off how I meant to, and stay here and pay you. And that's all I did, you know? That is all I did with my money. I paid the rent off, I paid the mortgage off, paid my mum's mortgage, so my mum doesn't have to work anymore, you know? I'm gonna make my mum go to work anymore. And that's what I'm saying. And when people sit there, you know what makes me laugh though, man? Because I know people from back in the day who sit there and be cussing me on forums like, he's a bum, he don't do this, he don't do that. Bruv, all I did was buy 2 properties in it at the start. I just kept it to myself. And I had plans. I had a 20-year plan, carried it out. Yeah. I said, by the time I do 2, I'll get 4. By the time I get 4, and I rent them out for 10 to 15 years, they'll pay off my mum's. And that's exactly what happened. So everything worked as I wanted it. And so long as she's happy, that's the main important thing. Sometimes as well, advice is free, yeah, but it isn't received well from others. They don't like. You can either tell them situations, because some of the dilemmas. Did you had Cheers in Ace Arcades? You are a good man. Thank you. My mum comes first, man, before anything. It's just how it is. Thing is, you got to remember where you come from. Yeah, a lot of people don't. You look at what's going about. Look what's going on today. Yeah, where people are sitting there in the shops, raiding shops, leaving older people to fend for themselves when they can't even carry things. People don't sit there and think for 1 minute like that could be their mum, that could be their nan, that could be their dad, that could be their granddad, and you're at home giving no fuck about what's going on with people's families. That's a madness. That's a mate. That's an absolute madness people are doing. And then when they hear like one of their loved ones has passed away, they'll be the first one here to say, oh, it wasn't, you know, I didn't know, I was there for them. He wasn't there for them. You know what I mean? He was lying. He was lying the whole time. Toilet roll and shit. It's a disgrace. Bruv. The whole world, yeah. It's not any countries. The whole world. Disgraceful. People sitting there. There's a guy. Apparently there was a guy in Canada. Like he bought out like sanitizers. What's that other thing called? Toilet rolls. Like like a load of hospital masks. He bought masks and then sold them on the line for like times 20 the price or something. eBay and Amazon, like they exposed him. They actually exposed him, his address, everything.
Delta team, Chris here. We located Irving, but he got away.
What kind of waste? What kind of waste cadet is doing that? Like the people are dying and a life of survival. You're doing that. That's how messed up this generation is, man. It's like this world is so selfish, unbelievable. Maybe, do you know what? In a horrible way. Like, I'm not even a horrible person, but in a horrible way, maybe this thing needed to happen, you know, to actually teach some people some shit about life. Teach them, innit? Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do without your Instagram, your mobile phone, your fucking internet. All basic things of life, man. People don't know. Strip them of everything, man. Give some fucking meltdown or fight for your life. The real battle royale. Medical people need it more. They run out of supplies. Bruv, there's a friend of mine, there's a nurse here in London. She killed herself the other day. Yeah. Over stress. Killed herself because she didn't even know she was going to get her house back because her house was on the line. And she's there working, saving people's lives, and she ended up killing herself. That's how the government thanked the NHS, yeah? That's why you see me like fucking fuming, mate. Fuming. Not just because it's a friend. It's the whole fucking world. All the politicians in this world, man. They have to answer to everybody in every country. What do they do with every person's working money? What do they do with it, really? Where has it gone? Why is the nurses and doctors and those kind of people not getting a pay rise when they deserve it? They full well deserve it. And there's countries blocking that, trying to make excuses. There's not enough money for them. They're having a laugh, mate. They're having a laugh. That's what they're doing. They're having a laugh at people's expense. I think it's fucking funny. And you think our Prime Minister's laughing now. Even as we speak, he's fighting for his life. He's another one, man. I don't wish horrible on him. I don't. But shit, man. Oh shit, hold on. No, I need to put that there. Give that. Give me that back. Actually, that'll be better. Yeah, disgusting world, man. At least half the money in most places are used for unnecessary things. Yeah, they do, but they don't, because I'm trying to think how to explain it. Some countries, you know, they have the things like Live Aid, or you can have this thing for a charity, but you know the money doesn't always really get there. It's one of those kind of dilemmas, which is like bang out of order. It's gone somewhere. It's gone on this when it hasn't gone on this. I'm not going to quit the game, but I'm going to quit after this stage. And I don't want to do 2.3. I just can't stand it. I'm just going to come out and go to 3.1. I think the car stage is just so boring. Hold on. And then I'll just carry on. I might even open it to the public. People are saying Boris Johnson is a racist. Listen, if you heard the things he said, then you would think he is. I'm not defending him. I got no time for that. The things he says are very repulsive. But if people are in illusions and want to hear that, they hear that, innit? Some people make their own minds up. You only have to hear it out of his mouth. Something about the watermelon smiles, burkas in shotgun jackets and stuff like that. You can't say things like that. That's a bad example, man. So the thing with racist people, leave them to do whatever they're doing, man. Who cares, isn't it? It's just, you know what it is? It's the same. It's like when you've got certain friends, yeah. It's like you hang out with a bunch of friends in your life, and when you hang out with them, sometimes when you leave them, they go about and they say things behind your back. It don't have to be good or bad things, but so long as you don't know, you don't really care, innit? I've got friends that are like that. 1 minute, they're your friends. They could even be good friends. Not like top tier, but in the bracket of like friends. But behind the scenes, when you're not about, they could be saying dastardly things, in it when you don't know. That's what racist is. Think of it like that. Most of them used to go to school. Most of them I used to go to school with, yeah. I see them now, like 20 years later, and I've seen them say some stupid things, like, and you just look at it and you think, this ain't the same person I used to go to school with. So you just ignore them, innit? You just leave them be. But you think, like, nah, you don't know people. That's how well, I say to people, I said this to you before, this is how well you don't know people, yeah. I've got friends that are like 20, 25, 30 years and I've known them. I don't know them. I don't know them as well as you think you do. Look at, like, let's say, take Adam. Adam was beating his wife for years, man. No one knew about it. No one had a clue about it. No one even believed her. No one even believed her about it. I was like, he don't do that. And then one night she come round, told us what was going on. Man's confronted him, asked him. I said, that's the last straw, innit? Can't chat to that guy no more because he's not a friend like that. And the worst thing was, the first time I defended him, innit? I said, nah, look, how can you do heinous things? No one believes it. No one believes anything what's going on. Then you find out it was true, and I was like, well, that just goes to show. You don't know people as well as you think you do, man. Just because you play games with them or hang out with them or you're around them like most of the day, you're not around them 24. Patrick, no. Because you're not around people 24 hours of the day, man. You don't know what the fuck goes on. It could even be 1 hour, man. It could be 1 hour. They could be doing different things. And I'm pretty sure certain people do have shrouded dark secrets, man, that go on that you don't know about. And I'd rather not know. Even I think one of the most, so who's one of the most, not absolute waste man, but vermin tactics of a person that I would have said is a friend? I probably would put Gavin up there. Because Gavin did some heinous things back in the day, man. I couldn't get my head around. Never get my head around some of them things.
Thanks. Vernon's another one, man, but I don't think he did things like that. Just the problem with Vernon is I think he just passes the buck on anytime something went wrong or tried to blame other people for shit that he done. You know what I mean? He knows, like, if he even hears these things, he knows what he done back in the day, man. I don't even care about all that rubbish. What happened back then had nothing to do with me. It could have been easily avoided, innit?
You
That
take
shit could have been easily avoided, yeah, if his girlfriend shut her mouth.
Thanks.
But there's no point coming to my house and blaming me for his girlfriend's actions when he's there fucking around with other girls, innit? But then, you know what, at the same time, see Saj, yeah? Saj should keep his mouth shut as well. Saj shouldn't say nothing, innit? That was his fault. But he was like, oh, but you know what? I didn't know his girlfriend worked there. I went, so what, man? You shouldn't say that, innit? It's not your business.
Concentrate on steering.
I don't care who's friends with who, yeah, and I don't care whose loyalty comes to anyone. It's no one's business to talk about that shit in the first place. No one had no right to say anything.
Slow this thing down. I can't get a beat on him.
So, boy, there's bare people to blame. But don't blame me, innit? Because I wasn't there. Did you ever know about that? What's her name? Fucking lady from Aces when she used to come to the arcade amusement. No, but you know what I'm talking about, innit? It was like a Chinese. There was like a Chinese girl that used to come to the arcades, innit? She used to play games with everyone back then. No, but them days back then were just mad.
You take that.
Roger.
You take that rocket launcher, yes, you take it. Keep it. We'll swarm that in a while. Probably by face. So basically, okay, so this is basically what happened. This is broken. Hold on, let me go to this section and I'll explain in detail, and then you'll see why. Then you understand like why Ansel and them don't chat to him, innit? Oops! What the fuck was I doing? So to my knowledge, back then, she was seeing two different people in it. She was saying she was seeing two guys that had nothing to do with nobody. No one's business. I don't really care who it was. And I think Vernon was dating Lisa.
You take that.
Okay.
And while he was dating Lisa, he was seeing Lady at the same time, innit? Which, that's got none of our business. But then man's went to Showcase Cinema, innit? Now,
You can
to
have
my
it.
knowledge, I knew Lisa used to work there, but I could nothing to do with me. So I went to get my ticket to go and watch a film. Saj comes in behind me and chats shit and says, "Oi, do you know, you see Vernon, yeah? Vernon's with Lady now, innit? He's been dating Lady." So Lisa turns around and starts having a go at me about, is it true? Is it true Vernon's seen people behind my back? And I looked at her and I was like, why are you asking me a question like that for? Well, it's obviously true if you're saying something like that. And I said, nah, man, don't do that. That's not even funny. And then the next day he called me and he said, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, innit? And I was looking at him like, are you having a laugh? Like, he didn't talk to me for about, I don't know, probably about over 15 years. And even then I used to see him at this thing at Stratford, yeah. I kind of said to him, I said, you know, I couldn't give a fuck if I spoke to you or not, but you are the reason, like, why everyone split up, in it. No one was friends anymore, because you were going around. Him and Gavin were sleeping with everyone's partners, man. And to this day, there's still shrouded mystery about certain things as well, on it, that certain mans don't know the answers to. They know what they've done, innit?
Okay.
Do you remember a Japanese girl I used to date, Caroline, as well? Victor's sister. Bruv, one of them slept with her behind her back, innit? I know one of them done it, and I don't know who. I don't really care about that anymore, you know what I mean? That was 1997. But I don't have people like that around me, you know what I mean? Them guys can't be trusted. That's why I say to you, like, you know, it doesn't matter how well you think you know people, you don't know them. And this is what I said to you earlier, you see, even though you said like you'd introduce me to Lucy's friends, it's nothing to do with that. I just don't want you to have a predicament or a problem. Like if let's just say I was dating, I don't know, Lucy's friend's called Sarah, and then issues came up. What do you think of Vernon's scene? Brother, he blocked me on Twitter and that, innit? He asked me to help him one time at an event, and something happened. I don't know, I think it was Mesh. Mesh came down one time and he said he was depressed and bored. And he had nothing going on, like it was something going bad in his life. And I took him at the back. I said to him, come round the back, man, we'll talk in the back of the event, innit? And I said to him, bruv, like, one of my friends is down here, he's feeling a bit suicidal, I want to chat to him, innit, like, see if he's alright. Oh, I don't give a fuck about that, like, you know what I mean, this event needs to carry on. And I said, bruv, the event can carry on, it can be about 5 minutes late, innit, it's not going anywhere. Next 30-40 minutes, they were talking about David went also, if I remember, probably. And then, yeah, and then mans were sitting there talking about, oh yeah, who's coming to the event next week? And I said, oh, I'll check the schedule, innit? And then as I was sitting in the bar, and I typed it up on Twitter, he had it said that he himself had me blocked from the events, and then it had his Twitter was me blocked, and then I went on the actual company Twitter, he had me blocked as well. And then Nicky see it, Nicky said, nah, fuck that, I'm taking his, he said he's taking over his PC, he took his speakers and his headphones and his writing equipment or whatever it's called,
I need ammo.
like when you have to record the games and events and stuff like that. Then oh, I forgot his name, man, the other guy with the glasses. Oh, he took all his equipment as well. He said, nah, man, even though they didn't know me, but they stood by my side. And I said, bruv, man, I'd rather you lot just carry on doing your thing, innit? I don't need to be here. And that's why I don't really go to events anymore like that. Derek, yeah, that's it, Derek. Yeah, Derek left as well, and White Derek, they all left. They all left because of that thing what he done to me. Vern was harsh. Sometimes Derek also stopped. It was Black Derek. He had enough, man. He just said, fuck this. Like, he come up, that was the night when he blocked my thing. He turned up the next night, took all the speakers. He said, nah, man, I want all my equipment. I'm taking all my equipment home. Just remember this year, remember when I used to turn up with my guitar case, I took like 3 PS4s, Xbox Ones. I used to do that for Neo Empire and everything. Bruv, I don't do that anymore now. I just do my shit from home. I don't really help anyone for a tournament, yeah, apart from one guy, and that's Bizarro Wolf. And I'm not very tetchy or sketchy with a guy. I like the guy, innit? You know what I mean? I wouldn't even mind if I was involved in a bigger aspect of doing gamings or something, but I don't want to, because I just don't trust anyone anymore. When you do your own thing, all everyone wants to do is sabotage you, make sure you ain't got nothing, you ain't got shit, and then when their thing goes wrong, that's when they want to call you, ask for help, ask for advice. All people want to do is fuck your shit. Even on Twitch, people do the same shit. Come in your channel, fuck up your channel, chatting shit, reporting you, telling people not to go to your shit. What's all that about? What is that all about? It's all about nothing. I'm one of the only few on Twitch, man. I'll make it perfectly clear. They read my channel, you'll see what it's about, innit? I don't come here for fucking money. I don't come here to snatch anyone off anyone else. This is a hobby, man. This is my life hobby that I do in my free time. And if people can't grasp that, go elsewhere, man. I've got no issues with no one, and I don't plan to. If people want to sit there and they want to make money off it, cool, man. If you want to bleed Twitch to death, and then Twitch will run out, one day Twitch will come to an end, you know, I'm telling you. People will be prepared for it. And the way that things are at this moment in life, I'm telling you, people want to prepare for something, because all this money people are making, it ain't gonna last you. You ain't have no job, no nothing. There's no jobs out there now, so if you ain't got a job, you ain't getting a job, period. There is no jobs going nowhere. So you want to get off your ass, do something methodical, and start making some money. Yeah, I see Vernon. Vernon. I saw Arnold at Ilford train station, and I said to him, like, I heard you left. He didn't say why. See, that's even Arnold stopped going, because even as Vern was treating him, had shit. But I warned all of you, innit? I told you all from day back in the day. But It's for you lot to work out, man. It's got nothing to do with me. I told you lot, like when I left, I said I wish you lot the best, innit? I'm not getting involved. I don't get involved in anyone's shit anymore. I ain't got no time for that. In one aspect, I could say I've just retired. I retired 2004 anyway. You know? I'm just happy. I'm happy playing my games on my own. I don't need to follow a scene. I don't need to follow a crowd. I don't need to hang out with people like that. Forget all that, man. I think the gaming scene, FGC, is one of the worst things ever been designed, man. And in honesty, they wonder why games like, I don't know, Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Dragon Ball Z, they don't work, man. They don't work because you've got nasty people at the top making a bad example of everything that goes on. And they'll sit there, they'll never sit there and think to themselves, why is that the case? Look at things like, I don't know, Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Fortnite's been out, it's been out a long time as a demo, but as a productive game, it's 2 years in, isn't it? I went to Tekken event in Hackney. Jay's alright, but Jay has his issues as well, man. I don't know Jay personally in it, so I don't really talk about that guy. So it's not really down for me to really talk about him, to be honest. I don't roll with Jay.
Thanks.
I understand his thing. Like I said, he makes his money on YouTube, and him and Vernon come in a altercation, and apparently I think he got one of his things flagged or something, and then King J got his money was stopped on YouTube for like 6 months to a year, and certain people thought that was funny. That's not funny, man. That's man's livelihood money gone, innit? Because at first I think some of them didn't know, like when you flag it, it stops his money. It was only until I told Bulletproof that, and he was like, Jesus, copy strike. It's a copy strike, but it isn't a copy strike. It isn't. So really, it's like saying, this is where issues came with certain people. Like he runs a tournament, he's got other people's names on the tournament games and that year, and he's basically saying that you have to ask permission to have your own videos put up that have got your name on it, which is absolute to me, that's nonsense. Yeah, because back in the day, if I was running a tournament or I was playing this game with someone, no one would be telling me I had to ask them, can I put this video up on my YouTube? One, I don't ask for money on YouTube, so really it shouldn't be an issue. But it was the way how it was done, it just didn't make no sense to me. Alright, here's a different way to explain it, Ant. You run a tournament and it's got the top 8, and I'm the winner. Just say I'm the winner of this event. I've won, I've taken the prize, I've come home, and then I've cut the videos up. I've got all the videos that are in my matches. I've taken them up, and I'm going to put them up on my YouTube. Now, me, I wouldn't say anything about that. I'd be like, alright, cool, because you're in them, they're technically like, you have the right to do that. Now, he doesn't see it like that. He said to other people, like, nah, man, you can't do that. That's against the law. And I thought, boy, well... So I don't know, man. Like I said, when I was playing active, I don't remember anyone I know active doing that, saying you can't put up videos of your own self. I've never heard that before ever. And now it causes now since he's done that, that's caused a mad problem, innit? No, but it causes, you gotta understand, it causes a mad problem, because that's like saying most people now, it's like they have to sign something in it to play in certain tournaments. That they're not entitled to upload the videos. Yeah, new streamers get intimidated. Yeah, they kind of, they do, and they don't. It depends. It depends on what you're doing, Animinium. If it was me and I was giving advice to someone, like I've had friends come up to me. Okay, let me break it down. Hold on, let me give this computer some stuff here. Alright, let me break it down to you. Let me give you one. Alright, here's an example. Now, I'm 44 years old, and I've got friends probably in the same bracket age. Now, some of them will come up to me and they'll say, "Oh, but you know what? I've got my kid wants to get into this stuff. What would, and he's good at Fortnite, he's good at Street Fighter, what should he do?" So I'll give them advice and I'll tell them something, and they don't want to listen. So I'll say to them, "Tell you what, if you want your stream to work, don't play a big game. Yeah, don't play a game that everyone knows in it, because you're gonna drown. You're gonna drown right at the bottom. No one knows who you are. Second of all, if you're gonna do that, yeah, you should have a community. You should have your friends and family who should support you, and you should have your friends and family give friends links out to your stuff to shout out on it. That's the first thing you should do, like standard. That's how things work." But they don't want to hear that. So she was just like, she was listening, and she's like, "That doesn't make any sense." I mean, listen, I've been on Twitch 8 years. I've been on YouTube 14 years, innit? I know how it works. If you play a game that everyone else plays, they're not going to take no notice of you, no matter how good you are. You could be the best player in the world. It doesn't mean jack shit. Doesn't mean fuck all to anybody. If you don't want to, and if people don't want to listen to that, make sure... No. Listen. What I'm saying is, if you got your friends and family, have their friends to come into a Discord or a website or something to help start off your community and grow your community small. Then go for games that you think that are, if you're looking for games that you want to play, then you build and find them games. Look, I'm playing a game now that's 10 years old. I don't care. This is a game I want to play. I don't care what Twitch people are thinking. If Twitch people like watching Resident Evil 5, this could be the place they like to play, because I like to play. I like playing this game. I play it every day. If people don't like that, you know, there's other things they can go and do. I'm not telling anyone anything. I have no right to. I'll just play these games and I'll just chat with my friends. Others come for the ride, man. That's up to them. I'm glad for that. But yeah, some people got some high ambition, man. They think tomorrow morning I'm gonna go on Twitch, I'm gonna get a shitload of followers. You're not Manuel Ferrara. You know what I mean? Like that French porn star. He came on here, what, a couple of weeks ago? Man's got like 300,000 viewers already. 300,000 followers. I haven't even got 300. I haven't even got 300 followers, and I've been here 8 years. I ain't even got to that target yet. And he can do that in a week. The guy's sick, mate. Yes, Bizarro. It's Sheva time, bruv. I've been on this. I feel 6 hours, you know, because I was doing 3 hours of Resident 6 earlier. Biz, listen, you're the perfect person to ask this question, yeah? You can tell aluminium in here. When you make a stream and all that, building the community is fundamentally the first thing you've got to do. This is the guy I was saying to you earlier about who I only trust when it comes to tournaments now, is Bizarro. I don't really trust anyone else. But yeah, to have a community, going for a smoke and cook, see you soon, sure. Can I see from here? I need laser sight, but come on, man, be accurate. Oh, I can't see.
Much appreciated.
Lend me a rifle a minute.
Okay.
I need to be quick because you got sidetracked. Oh, no, he's saying like one guy. I was explaining in here. I said like, yeah, certain people used to ask me questions about how to build a scene. What's the best way to build a scene? And I said to him, really, you should have a community first before building your scene of game of choice. Because if you pick a game, say Street Fighter 5, and you've got all these people that are on now, you're going to start right at the bottom and no one's going to notice who you are. No one cares who you are because nobody knows you.
I need ammo. Come on.
This. Okay.
Wait, what are you doing? Can't do that.
You can have it.
I don't know, to the 14 people that are in here, if it is 14 people, if any of you are interested in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, go to Bizarro Wolf's channel and check out his Discord, yeah? Just thought I'd like to give that out as a pointer. Endorsements cost nothing. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Look, this is what I'm saying. New streamers often think they can just turn on a stream and play different games and it'll happen organically. It's a bit more complicated. You gotta start small. Start a game that no one else plays. There's thousands and thousands of games that people do not play on here that you could start off playing and you could have a following scene. As simple as that. But people want to go. Some kid was saying, what was it? He had 1,400 wins on Fortnite and no one looked at his channel. And I was like, well, why would I look at your channel? I don't know you. I've never heard of you. Because you walked around the game and you did 27 kills. That don't mean nothing to me. Don't mean nothing.
Thanks for the help.
Eat, man, innit? I need to take a 2-minute break. I just don't know where I can save this damn game. Because I'm actually in a dangerous scene. Establish something you want to do on other stream. The same thing you are tapping into. A steady schedule. I don't even do that. Do you know what? I've never done that, to be honest. Which I'm guilty. Well, like I said, I don't really work for Twitch, man. Fuck all that. But nah, back in the day, I used to stream like, I think I used to play Resident 6, and I used to do like all 4 stories in a row, and I'd take all day doing it. But I enjoyed doing it.
Thanks for use this.
Hang on, can I do it here? Alright, I'll be back 2 minutes. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Right, hold on, what's this? Hang on, what have I missed? Well, first 3 months. You gotta enjoy what you do, of course. If you don't enjoy it, what are you doing it for? You know, that's one of the funniest things. That's one of the funniest things on Twitch, yeah. I've seen people come on streams, they get donated money, they go and buy games they don't even like. They're just buying games because they're the newest games. And then they're cussing, saying, oh, but this is boring, that is boring. That's when you know someone's got... Then they got like the thousands amount of followers and they ain't got a fucking clue, man. They ain't got a clue about nothing. Not even enjoying yourself. Take... Boy. Motherfuckers are hungry today, yeah? Come on, man. And I've been in streams where I've seen people like that and it's like, that's not good. I think like the only time you ever see me in like a big massive stream, and I don't even like being in there, is like when Evo is on. I don't even like being in that thing. That's like a cesspool of FGC people. It's not. Other than that, I prefer being in streams that are very low, under 100. You get to talk, you get to chat. The streamer gets to see what you're talking about, because otherwise, there's no point typing nothing if like, I don't know, 10,000 people are there and you post, and it just goes right off the screen in a matter of seconds. It's pointless. I've got no interest in a stream like that. They can't keep up. But that's their own. But at the same time, that's their own fault. Because you see, they want everything, innit? They want everything. You can't have everything.
Thanks.
You want all the followers, you got them. You can't keep up with what they're saying, they leave you. If you don't play what they want to see, they're gone. They're gone. So nah, man, I'm not at demand of that kind of took with people.
Looks like we've arrived at the oil field.
Yeah, and Irving's not getting away this time.
Nah, man, I see yours. Sometimes I've seen yours with like 40 or 50, and I see you control it. You control it with ease, and you don't even have moderators to do that. No, actually, tell a lie, Sparky. Oh, you have you, Sparky. You don't even need anyone else. Sparky has shit under control, man. And I even give him props, because he does have shit under control. I need to catch up with him soon as well, because he asked me about some projects he's doing. Yeah, but then that's their downfall though. To be honest, that's their downfall, because who makes your channel and then you have no interest in them, kind of leaves your channel.
Thanks for the help.
Like I said, I don't mind if people are here, if people want to chat and all that. I'm all down for that stuff, but I'm not here to be told what I'm putting on, what I'm not doing. No one's doing that to me. Not again. Never again. That's a madness. Someone did that about 3 or 4 years ago, man. Crazy. And when I come here, I want you to play this game with me, and when you're free, let me know if I can. And this guy's all demanding. But early this morning, I was actually having a good time. There's a lot of people. No, there's a guy this morning. I was playing Resident Evil 6. I was showing people glitches and shit. For a good 3.5 hours, we were messing around. A 5's a good game. People can dispute that. I don't care. People say 4 is the best game. They can say that, yeah, but there's something they need to remember in it. What game actually sells the most? That's what they need to ask themselves, that question. What sells the most overall? Number 5. Yeah, 5 shits on everything. People still buy 5. Had one, I don't know, someone was arguing about that this morning, saying about how 4 overshown everything. No, it don't, man. 4 overshown nothing. The left-handed players can't play it. No, I can't play 4. If 5 had, I'll tell you what, one thing 5 had, yeah, if it had the left and right option like R3, like in Resident 6, then 5 would be the greatest game of all time. 5 would be like the greatest game of all time. Like, I wouldn't even dispute against anything. But the only thing that breaks the tie, yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak 1 and 2. Bring them on here, and people will get a reality check in it. They'll get a reality check if you can play Resident Evil or not. Like, really play Resident Evil. You see the Japanese streams there, people playing it online on PS2, and then they do it on ultra hard. I think some Americans went on it, yeah, and they just got murdered on easy. Like, they don't realise how hard that game was. That game, yes, Mozzie, see? I knew Mozzie was lurking. Nah, joke. Serious. Outbreak. If I had Outbreak right now, I'm telling you I would struggle. It would be embarrassing, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll probably get murked. Come on, man, stop being silly, innit? Like Mozzie, even you know, yeah, Resident 5 and 6 are they're dated basic games, innit? Yeah, let's be real, they're basic dated games. But Outbreak is on another level, my friend. It's worlds apart. I wish they actually just brought that game out, just gave it to some people, some of the community players, man, who've never played Outbreak. You're gonna try. I have them. I bought them for the missus' birthday, yeah, so I'm not allowed to play them, innit? Like, I had to buy my own. I had to buy my own copies. But I played the beta of the resistance mode, and I'm not happy, man. I'll tell you what, I am not happy, because what they're saying is that mode is meant to be the closest thing to Outbreak, and it is a dismal attempt. Absolute. How can I explain it in Street Fighter terms? Ryu, the bottom of the table. It's bad news. It's bad news. Empty this stuff. Oh. You should put that there. We're good to go. People saying 3 is too easy. Everything is laid out for you. From what I've watched on it, it looks stupid easy. And someone's already finished the game in like 1 hour 20 minutes. I was like, they got time on their hands. Did you want him? Hey, calm yourself, yeah? Probably got all these donated money, went on Twitch and rinsed the game out in an hour and a half. Makes no sense. Listen. Hey. Biz, do you have a PS4? Bruv, get this game in it, because I don't know if the sale's still on. It might be under $6. We can go online together. Persona 4. She's got Persona 4. That's bad news, man. You ain't getting that console back then. It's one of them ones, though. I'll have to ask if the mathematician wants to buy that for you as a present. Oh, you, you don't know about that? I have to explain that to you. Basically, she don't mind being called secretary, but she prefers the mathematician. Come on stream the other day and they're playing Dying Light, and she's sitting there with a calculator, telling us all in the party like, yeah, I want to do a maths quiz with everybody. So now all of a sudden it's the mathematician. The mathematician proudly presents. It's stupid. It's stupid as hell. It might be on one of the. It might be on Holly's thing. I'd have to check it out. There's one where she's just sitting there, just. I'm giving her maths, and if you get it wrong, you have to go to bed. Then she's frantically, desperately trying to get them correct. Even though we were joking, but she took it to some next level. Actually, let me call her in a minute. The real deal. Hold on. Ah, shit. Oh, let me do this bit and I'll call her.
Thanks.
This is going to be a pain in the ass.
How many have I got? I got 10, innit? Yeah. Actually, I got better than that. Burn the fucking place. That's right. Let's burn the place. Who's your bitch? Yeah. How'd you fancy some flash? Yeah. I fancy some real ones. Yeah, take your time, man. Nah, come down, please. Die.
I need ammo.
Roger.
Really? Nah.
Forget those guys. Over here. On and over. Forget those guys. Over here. On and over.
How's things, Moz, as well? Doing alright?
Thanks.
I need
I need a
those.
grenade.
Take this.
Come on.
Out of the question.
Out of the question. I'm still baffed though. How comes there's so many people in here?
You can have it.
Okay.
I don't think people really even watch Resident Evil 5 anymore. It's like he said. I must be buzzing, I'm telling you. I thought I was drinking too much here, and it's saying all these people are in here. Yeah, it does. Surely they can't be all bots. Must be a wind up.
It's Irving's boat.
Alright, I'm back, sorry. Yeah man, glad you're doing alright. Oh my god, you're meant to go round him, man.
Hurry up, you two! We're running out of time!
Get over here. Hurry.
You see. Is Anna Million still here? I have tracking? What do you mean? Oh, the axe. No, because I didn't sway to the left quickly. Sidestep? No, I can't.
Here we go. Hang on tight.
Fucking hell. How can it take... That's right.
Damn it, the gate's closed. See what you two can do to keep it open.
Man, my man's bored, he's gonna build puzzles, you know. Fucking hell, like... That's sick. Yeah, coming here for nothing. Yeah? Have some of that. Ooh. Is that That's the... Listen.
I need ammo. You take that.
Okay.
Da. Da, da. So silly.
Come on.
I could do it with 14. Or actually, do you know what?
All right, let's go.
Sorry. Pardon me. Damn.
Get down. Another pipe. Get down.
Another one.
Okay, you two know what to do.
Yeah. So the best option is.
Thanks.
I need your rifle.
Use this.
Damn right, I'm gonna use it. Come out of my way, man! You total fool!
Nice work.
Yeah. Take your fucking rifle back.
I need your shotgun.
Take this.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris, you scrub.
Chris.
Roger. Take care of the other lever.
Pardon me. Come on, Chris, man.
Come on.
Roger.
Come on.
Okay.
Listen. Calm yourself, innit? How much have you got? Yeah, you can take it.
You take that.
Roger.
Any more?
Thanks for the help.
That's it. Shoot. Tiger King back to back. What's Tiger King? Is that some? Sounds like a load of bollocks. No,
need ammo.
Use this.
what's he doing? I didn't want that.
Thanks.
Ducky. Fucking hell.
Come on!
Okay.
You take that!
Roger. Okay, now let's go get this Irving.
Chris, status report. What the hell is that thing?
Just get out of here, Josh. It's too dangerous.
We'll try to stop it.
Understood. Just try not to get yourself killed.
Oh, jeez.
Irving transformed too quickly. He must have a weak spot we can exploit.
Sure it wasn't on the left. Oh, it's out already. Took some beatings, isn't it?
First we crack the shell, and now we get the nut inside.
Way! Nice try. Right. 5 says max for S rank.
Tell me what you're planning to do.
Damn it, fella! I guess I wasn't avoiding the good stuff.
Excella.
Where is this facility? Answer me. What is the Ouroboros project?
You say, wow, you two are just on top of everything, aren't you? The balance of the world is changing and you're completely oblivious to it.
What's changing? What are you talking about? Is it the Ouroboros project? Is that it?
Jill Burgers. Right, no bullets, yeah. Got stripped.
That name Irving said, Excella.
Heard it before?
That's the name of the director of Tricell's African division.
Do you think she can be connected to Irving?
It's possible, but I don't have any proof.
Okay, so there is a connection. What does that mean for Africa?
Not sure, but if we keep going...
A king who was about to be a tiger and then he became Thundercats, Nigel. About a dude who looks after all big cats in captivity and also the biggest drug lord in Oklahoma. Sounds like a madman. Oh shit, you know what I thought it I was gonna say, if you got Netflix, I got a show for you that'll crack you up. Look for a show for, it's called Dating Around. Oh my goodness. Just watch episode 1 with Luke. Yeah, with the 6 girls at the dating table. Oh man. It's one girl, man, she just... Oh, she goes on like she's never been fed. What the fuck? Like nothing's coming out. Let's see how fluent I am. One shot.
Use this.
Let's see the mood. Yeah, right, we're in a good mood then.
Thanks for the help.
I never knew such a place existed here.
Looks like there's been some recent activity.
I hope Irving was telling the truth when he said we'd find answers in this place.
Too much handgun. I think he should have just finished the whole game in one setting. I should have reverted to a different game, I don't know. I think a couple mans in here should just... Some girl called Jessica. Listen, you need to see the state of that girl. When she goes at that table, it is disgusting, man. It's one of those disgusting women I've ever seen. She talks about how you eat the food, you open your lips, you crunch the taste out of it, and oh, she's just disgusting. Saying she's not interested in the internet. Well, brother, I'm telling you, people's opinions of her, yeah, she must have got rocked when they see her on Twitter. There's a controversial episode. I think it's a white girl called Sarah. She's proper rude, man. She's like so full of herself. Thinks like she's the shit, man. This guy just got up and he said, "Forget this, innit?" He just walked out. She said, "I can't be dealing with this. This is pointless." She actually was like, "Yeah, I think he's cute. He's the shit." He weren't interested, man. Reality TV, though. Listen, Big Brother was okay when it started. Like once it got after I think after 5 it got a bit out of control. Got a bit too much. I didn't really keep up with him I didn't keep up with him after that. Big Brother was jokes. Big Brother was the days though, it was jokes in my house, because when me and Del and that weren't working, I think we all lost our jobs. And then we went to the shop where you get them Freeview packages, and they said that Freeview was like £50, or you can have 2 for like 70, something like that. Yeah, Victor used to live round here. I know Victor Abu. That fight night, innit? Victor and Emma. They threw all the things, Marco and all that. There was Adam's cousin's mate, Maxwell. Rotted, that was out of control, mate. And that Asian guy was taking the piss out of him, innit? If he was sleeping with Saskia on the bed, and he said to him, like, "You're nothing but a dirty tramp," he said, "Listen." And then he threw a glass of water on his head or something, innit? And he said, "Well, at least I'm the only one who got wet tonight." What's wrong with this guy? He has a bloody egg. I'll fucking use it. Derek. Which one was that? I think 3 was the best one, to be honest. 3 was evil, man. 3, when they had the rich side versus the poor side, that was Libby's. Kate got bare questions. The posh black dude. Nah, number 3. Kate was just clueless, man. She got questions wrong every day, and she was on the poor side for like 7 weeks. It was just madness. And then there was one night Johnny nicked the sheets, innit? They nicked the sheets and they went around the building stealing food. And as soon as he done it, didn't have anything, they just said, "Can Johnny come to the diary room, please?" Everyone started laughing. And I was like, how the fuck could Big Brother know who was under them sheets? There was 4 of them creeping, yeah, like tiptoeing through the whole thing. Nah, it was hilarious. And imagine that, yeah, PJ and Jade. Imagine that, yeah. Jade didn't even win. I think she came 6th or 7th. You know what I mean? That's how tough it was to win number 3. And she was like the most popular person after the TV show. And there was the other guy, Sandy. And he was drunk in it, and he pissed all over the floor the night after. And then they cleaned it up, they didn't know it was him. And he ran away and jumped on the train tracks. Nah, it was too much. Ooh. We're in. Just made it.
Does everything have to be a close call?
The bird from this morning. Who's that? I don't know. Oh, Alison. Yeah, Alison was in 3 as well. Allison was, I think Allison was out early as well, man. That's what I'm saying. 3 was popular, man. Craig, Jade. No, Craig was in number 1. There's that nasty Nick in it. And they all turned on him because he had a pencil on a piece of paper. And look at that, he made millions. He made millions from cheating. It's a shame though, they have to go through lengths to make good TV shows nowadays, man. It's kind of crazy. Basic television. That's it. Strike it lucky. The price is right. Play your cards right. Saturday night takeaway. Well, Saturday night takeaway is boom. 4 was good with Federico. Yeah, but he was on his own though, innit? Really and truly. That's the ones where it's not like it's like you can have like 10, 12, 13 houses. Bullseye. Yeah, I remember Bullseye.
Much appreciated.
Appreciate good TV, man. I'm telling you. I don't know about now because so much garbage on television, man. I'll tell you, the only thing on television that was tempting to watch, there was Absolute Arms House. It was Temptation Island. My God, that was murder. If you've got that, yeah. If you got, yeah, you might have to check up for that as well. Yeah, did you watch the new series, season 2? The first night. Listen, the first night of the season was sick. They had 16 people sitting on that chair and sharing tables, and they were all looking at each other like they thought this is their competition. And they said, but hold on a minute, yeah, we're going to add a new surprise to the mix. And then another 24 came around another corner. So there was 40 people in the house right at the start. I was like, nah, this is arms. And these girls were looking at each other. These guys was like, nah, man. And a good chunk of you were going home within the next few hours. My man grabbed that one girl, grabbed that girl, singled out. I see that. The American version was sick because that host, that Wahlberg brother, is it Donnie? Not Mark Wahlberg, but his brother. Nah, you can see him eyeing up all these girls, man. He's thinking, yeah, you know, might have a piece of that. Ooh. Listen, calm yourselves, innit? Yeah. Crystal Maze. Oh yeah, Crystal Maze was not the new one, the old one. The original guy with the bald head, Richard O'Brien. Nah, he was savage. Right, they could jump down there. I didn't know that. Nah, we have to stop all that. Nightmare. Jim was on that. Jim, Adam, Scott. Listen, if you find them episodes, yeah, you see Jim was at St. Bonds then. Adam was at Cumberland. Nah, it was Exposure, man. Nightmare was our school. There was bare people fighting to be on that. It wasn't happening. You know what I mean?
Chris.
Okay. Only one, huh? Guess one of us will have to find out.
I might even have to go. Oh shit! I might have to go and find them once. You know, when them lot were at school. You see, man with his blazer, looking like a complete bitch, yo. actually. That's the primary weapon down here. That's right. God, he's blind, you know, he don't even... Listen. What? Gladiators. Jet was fit. You know, Jet is actually in Big Brother 4. No, she's actually the Big Brother analyst, doctor. I didn't even know that until someone pointed that out to me, you know, recently. God, Jet was fit, man. Jesus. I remember man used to go out like, you going out Saturday? Nah, man, I'm watching telly. I don't know, gawk at that telly, you know, wait till fucking Jet was on. I'm telling you. Man, I kid you not.
I need ammo.
Jet's parents, that was a work of art, mate. Thank you. Thank you for Jet, yeah? And then you had that big massive black guy, the one, what's that thing when they had the two sticks, they had to fight each other with their big things? Nah, he was a monster, man. He was beating people up, and he was beating people up chronically as well, like there was no need. Yeah, Shadow. But his eyes looked like, listen, he looked like he was waves off his head. He looked like he took weird drinks. I felt sorry for people, boy, because they were getting beat up on them sticks, whatever it was. It was like sword fighting. The black guy, they named him Shadow. There was Shadow Saracen, and there was another one. Was it Cobra? Cobra was with Eureka, innit? He was on cocaine. He had to be on something, trust me. Come on, man. Wolf, yeah, the sore loser. No, Wolf was something else, man. Wolf would talk. You know what? If it was allowed back then, listen, Wolf would chat some shit, mate. He could chat some shit. It's only because of that referee. The referee used to tell him off bare. But if he didn't, he's the kind of boxer. He'd be one of those guys in boxing today. He would chat the most shit in a promo. Yeah, Wolf was a serious one. But the only girl, there was loads of girls in it, but really someone, Lightning, that's another one. Lightning and Jet. Hey man, might even have to go online, you know, and find their pictures. Wolf was an angry dude. He was. He looked like one of them guys that probably got abused, you know. He probably got abused in life. Jet and Lightning, that was tea, you know. Trust me, I remember Kai used to sit like that, like S. That's what it was. That's how it started. S and S that was double S tier. Double tiered. Got 4 shots. Yeah. Jet was double S tier. Yeah, absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. Listen, no one even... Listen, if it was like based on a graphical tier list, I'm telling you... Wait, do you know what? ITV Gladiators. Yeah. The cast. Look. Images. Oh my! It is her. See, where are they now? It says, yeah, she's the Doctor. She looks exactly the same. Hunter, Lightning, Jet, Wolf, Scorpio, Saracen, Shadow. Look at them eyes. Nah, listen. John Fashanu. Warrior. Oh yeah, Sharon Davis. Who was she again? Shit, I forgot she was in there as well. Amazon, Zodiac. Oh my lord. Nah, let me close this page. Allows, yeah. Can't be looking at that. There's too much. There's too much good tier list in there. I think honestly, out of all them, probably one of them was a bit brass. American Gladiators was good. Yeah, that Gina Carano, innit? Gina Carano was like, she was S tier. Until Cyborg fixed her, innit? Cyborg fixed her. Oh shit! Nah, mate, you can't do that. So man is out of here. I'd like to stay in chat, but I'll catch you guys later. Hey, who done that? Hey. Off. Nah, man. I know what he's doing, man. Come on, man. Well, I think he's chasing, yeah? Come chase, innit? But don't worry, Chris will take care of it. Oh, fuck out of the way, man.
Roger.
80s cartoon of your childhood. Bloody hell. don't know if it was that. What in the 80s? Transformers He-Man. Nah. Transformers was only really good when it was the movie. I didn't care about the series. So it's hard, man. I know, it could have been Thundercats, it could have been Dogtanian. It could have been Cities of Gold, actually. Cities of Gold was deep. Because a big pack load of us used to chill out every day after school watching that. There is so many to choose from. I could think of 30 plus. I could write them all out on pen and paper and look a tournament and lick them all off one by one.
Those lasers give us more than just a tan.
But definitely Cities of Gold, Thundercats. Shit, DuckTales. No, I wouldn't put DuckTales as a top 4. Top 4 is definitely Dogtanian. Defo 7, Lucky 7 stars. Ghostbusters, that was 91. I'm certain it was 91. The film was 89, 90, and then the cartoons came out 91, 92. I'm sure it was.
I think we got it.
86. I'll look it up. I'll look it up sometime. I believe you. I did have an MPEG, and it had an episode like the 100 greatest cartoons of its generation, and I was just thinking, are you gonna go through all that? X-Men. Oh, actually, shit. X-Men, Thundercats, Cities of Gold. Hang on, what have I got in my hard drive? Because I've got my own cartoons, but I wouldn't sit here now like a pleb and watch them. X-Men's was 90s. Oh, it was 90s. Hang on, let me look at my enemies and cartoons. Akira, Angel Cop, Art of Fighting, Crying Freeman, Fatal Fury, Fist of the North Star, Golgo 13, Initial D, King of Fighters, Destiny, KOF Anime, Legend of the Overfiend, actually, Ruby, Street Fighter 5, Wangan Segments, Wicked City, X-Men, Project A-Cole, Battle Angel Alita, that's 90s, Dominion Tank Police, Ultimate Teacher, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha Tekken, Transformers the movie, Wicked City 1987. Well, I might have to put Wicked City up there. Inspector Gadget, oh lord, oh boy. Marlon was Brain, you know. Actually, Brain was a savage. Don't even diss Brain. Brain was a savage though. Penny was a savage as well, but no one was savage than Dr. Claw, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's done. Let's move.
Dr. Claw is like, I don't know, the head of the FGC. The FGC's mine, Mad Cat. Mine. No, he was mad. Dr. Claw was sick. He would go in, Chief Quimby. Hey, listen, he would go in. He would go all balls in. Mask. Centurions. Power Extreme. There's so many cartoons. And then what have they got today? They've got fuck all, man. Garbage. All I ever hear people talk about is Naruto. What the fuck, man? It's absolute shit. And they'll say to you, these cartoons are like the greatest things they've ever seen. Like, they don't know what they miss, mate. Don't know what they miss. And there's no point sitting down with them. What, you're gonna put Naruto's alright, but you're gonna put that against the shit in the 90s and the 80s? Nah, mate, I wouldn't even compare it. It's like chalk versus cheese. I wouldn't even sit down Naruto with David. No way. When he sits down to watch Angel Cop or Fist of the North Star, Crying Freeman. Nah, I don't know. If I was like 15 years old and I was watching Naruto, I'll be saying to myself, there's something wrong with me, mate. I'll be getting out there, innit? Listen, them things back in the day were disgusting, innit? Yeah, like Donna and all them. I wish Ansel was here. Ansel knows. Adam knows. When we had Legend of the Overfiend, some things went down at Ansel's mum's house, yeah, and the girls were pretending like they were looking through. They were pretending like they weren't watching in it, and they were. And they see monsters getting rinsed and everything. Like, them days were funny. You lot are such pervs. You lot are pervs. You're watching this nasty shit. And then when we go out and we come back and we see them watching the same thing, what are you talking about? Oh man, pack of savages. When she sat there, I remember she sitting in the kitchen looking at me. She was like, "Oh, so what's wrong?" I was sitting there and I was watching it, and this rabbit. No, what was it?
You're right. Let's see what we can dig out.
Lagoon? Is it Laguna Blue Girl? You mean? I'm trying to remember what she said. She said, yeah, you were getting drinks in the kitchen, and I remember her just sitting there in shock. And I said, like, "What's the matter?" She goes, "I don't even know what happened in this show because this person just popped into a rabbit." And all these things started coming out of it. And don't say all these things. What happened? And she was just like, "Oh, you know, it turned into a monster and it was doing it over." I was like, she didn't even want to sit there and say anything. She was silent. Nah, those mangas were mad. You could be any age and you could buy 18 where no one will say nothing. R. Price, Dixon's. Go there with your anime vouchers. There was no watershed about who was buying anything. Oh, I'll tell you another one that I liked. Heroic Legend of Arislan. But they never finished it. Bastards.
Come on,
Roger.
But that was a good series. For me, best series probably Angel Cop. Angel Cop is basically the epitome of Rainbow Six Siege. The same dangerous scenarios: police on police, special security forces versus SWAT. Man, it was battle of the survivor.
What the hell was that? Much appreciated.
I need ammo.
Use this.
You mean 345? You mean 345 or 456? The original two. I mean, I've got them somewhere. I put one of the scenes up on Twitter the other night because people were bored during WrestleMania. So I said to them, "Name this scene in it." I had Aiko up there. A Golgo 13.
You can have it.
telling you, today's kids, man, they won't be able to handle those
Thanks
throws.
for the help.
They should do one of those YouTube episodes where they'll say, like, today's adults between 35 and 45 should watch today's Naruto.
You can have it.
They will be baffed. And then, but you can't get young kids to watch Yu Rokusoku Doji, man. There's no way you can do. You can't do that. There will be problems.
Thank God there weren't more of them.
Yeah, we wouldn't last in a fight with a whole horde.
These kids might turn in, man, if you put that kind of thing on. Machine gun? Oh, yeah.
Much appreciated.
I was going to say, what's the machine gun ammo doing on? I thought it was turned off.
I don't think they'll notice us.
What's he doing, man? Come on, man. Pardon me. Trust me, they're coming in waves, mate.
Where's the damn elevator?
Bible Black, yeah. Bible Black's another one. Man, they all get the teacher. They put the teacher, they put a spell on her. Nah, man. They say to her, don't lie, of course you're thirsty. Let's see how thirsty you really are. Nah, that was Libby's. Embarrassed her and everything. That's a shame, man. Bible Black was... Nah, Bible Black was too much. Bible Black is messy. Okay, back from 3-1. There he is. Too much kit. That's what it is.
You can have
Roger.
it. Come on, come
Roger.
on.
I can't right now.
You take that.
Okay.
You take that.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You can have it.
Okay.
Come on.
Roger.
There's nothing there, no? You're taking everything, man. And a man are greedy, you know. Peace. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 50-50. Oops. Oops, that was bad. Shit.
So this was the facility Excella was talking about.
She's got us under surveillance. I can almost guarantee she sent that VOW to eliminate us.
You can ask her about that, and about Jill once we find her.
All right, let's find her then.
Oh no. Oh shit, what have I done with it? At 36 episodes? 10, 20, 30, 40, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 50 episodes. I need to have a 10. Okay. What other cartoons, man? Go through this thing like bone like butter. I don't know where that CD's for Bible Black is actually, but yeah, I remember that show, man. That show was dark. I remember someone just asking like, can I borrow it? Never see it again. What? Fucking joke. That was bad. I should have just ran for the thing, man. Just done what I normally done. If you want to see a fucked up hentai, watch Fukai ni Amiro Uju. I watched that with Shaka and his girl. I was scared for life. I used to like Love Hina. Love Hina was a decent cartoon. It was just comedy, man. These guys, was it Naru-chan? Yeah, yeah. New tactics, yeah. I could get fresh and careless, but oh, I don't know. Imagine that. Don't even have to touch them. Mind their own business. But I didn't fucking lie. Ooh. No, I've seen the Samurai Showdown one. Genjuro just slices up bare people. He just murks bare people. Oh, actually, that's a good one. Ninja Scroll. That girl gets mashed up near the end, man. What's his name? Hirito Gamma.
I need ammo.
Use this. Thanks for the help.
Hirito Gamma. No. This music says trouble ahead. Yep. Dumb. Rotted. Alright, fair enough. The eager for items still. I got a good 80s cartoon to watch. The Ewoks. Nah man. He deserves a slave for that. I thought my man was going to come out with something legit like Bagpuss or something, you know what I mean? Bagpuss is mesh, man. True Bagpuss. Bagpuss. TMNT, yeah. You see, that's what I was missing. Where the hell was TMNT in that listing? Like, TMNT's another one. Oh, what's his name? Made a new game as well. Made a game off his own back. He's got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Justice League, and he's been streaming it a couple nights. He's in final balancing. Final few nights of balances left to go. It looks actually pretty sick. He's got Winglock and Armageddon. He's got like ultra finishes for characters. Some of them can parry, some of them can't. They've got other objectives. He's taken him many years to do though. It's kind of like when Thingy was doing Streets of Rage remake.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened there. I just missed. I missed my shot by a landslide. Galaxy High School, yep. Wait, Galaxy High was teeth. Wow! Dungeons and Dragons, sadly, they never made it home. Who owe later that?
You can have it.
Oh. It never finished, wasn't cancelled. It was never cancelled. They never had the money to finish it. So I can't really say if it was cancelled, man. I'm sure Thundercats was exactly the same.
Missiles.
He-Man finished at 62 when it was meant to be 66. They just ran out of money.
War, from the looks of it.
Some staff didn't even get paid, man. That was like a fuckery. They devoted their entire life for comics, only to get shitted on.
I need ammo.
Use this.
You take that.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Oops, okay.
Careful now. You don't know what it can do.
These look like the test subjects we saw in the lab.
Oh my lord. Come on, Chris. Oh shit. It's dealt with it. Yeah, Joyce and the World Warriors, but I deleted that recently, man. I went through that and just thought, nah, man. But that final boss is Marlon, you know, Saw boss. Serious boss. Saw boss in the fray. Is he stuck in them boxes? Where is he?
Help me out here. Much appreciated.
Come on, Chris, man. What's wrong with you? Damn, man. Messing around with these things. Right, I'm gonna try and do this without, well, not cheating. There's no cheating, but I reckon if I do it this way, it might take 20 minutes. I don't know. But there is.
Thanks for the help.
Listen, there's enough tools to go around. Actually, I know what to do. I got a better idea. Give me that. That's it. That's all you need. You've got everything at your disposal, mate. Oh, actually, take those. You have everything.
Thanks for the help.
You can have it.
Okay,
Come on.
I can't right now.
Good lucks.
There's some! It's weak spot! Take it out!
We already said Golgo 13. Shit, it's time to leave. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Few grenades. And you took a few.
What's all this nonsense about evolution and being worthy? What does she mean?
Something about a philosopher's stone and selective DNA. Doesn't matter what she says. She's just a terrorist. End of story. You can't risk Ouroboros getting out here and infecting people.
Then let's go take care of business.
Mozzie still here? Marlon's still here? Yeah.
You take that.
Okay.
That's alright.
You can have it.
Okay. Thanks for the help.
You can have it.
Okay.
What's she doing, man? You silly ass. Fuck's sake. How can I do this wrong of all things? Fuck this. What? Damn, man. That was not good. That was that. Are you shooting from that? Yeah. Is he serious?
You can have it.
Roger.
He disappeared, huh? Maybe I'll burn you to fucking death if I have to, you know. Rah! This thing's serious. I've got all day to beat you up. Right, it's done a runner. It's running. Nah, it's not retreating. It's shit. Listen, let's get out of here. Let's set this thing on the largest juice, you know. What? Shit! We've run out of space. Oh, you lying. Listen, do you know what? I'll just run the whole thing out, you know. Nah, fuck this. Oh. No proper tools, man. You have to do madness. This thing's chasing like a madman as well. I can hear it. Where is it? Oh, it's over. Listen, we might even make it, you know. It's on its way somewhere. What is it?
I'll check if I can move it from over there.
That thing is somewhere.
Get on the platform. I've got the controls now.
Oh, we're still stuck at the door. Listen, don't even bother torment it. Let's go.
Here goes. Watch out for hostiles.
Thanks.
You take that.
Roger.
You can have it.
Roger.
Put them together and you still don't use it. There's something wrong with this guy, man. Do you know what?
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
I need a
Take
herb.
this. Much appreciated.
I need ammo.
Take this.
I need ammo.
Use this.
I'm gonna stop here. I'll come back in a bit. I wanna support someone else for a bit. It's only fair. Take care all.